Hey, how's it going? Steven here. So Meepo has finally released a live version of their Meepo Tundra electric skateboard. The Meepo Tundra looks awfully a lot like the LaCroix Lone Star Super Sport or any of the LaCroix surfboard electric skateboards. The sad thing is LaCroix actually went bankrupt. There's a lot of companies now making electric skateboards really similar to the form factor that was LaCroix Lone Star. This electric skateboard is kind of the mythic unicorn that has been on pre-sale for about a whole year now, and no one has seen this thing in person before. And this is the first ever good look that we got at the Meepo Tundra, so I'm super excited. I see a lot of things I really want to talk about, so let's get started. The first sighting of this Loch Ness monster, the Tundra, was actually at CES in the beginning of the year. There is a prototype of the Tundra on a rack, and from looking at this picture, that looks very similar to LaCroix's channel truck system. And for the bushings, it looks like they were using white springs. And that's as far as we know about that electric skateboard. There was just no images, nothing else, no news of this thing until now. On Meepo's official Facebook channel, they actually released a video of a person riding the new Meepo Tundra. And it appears that the new iteration of the Meepo Tundra that's going to be in production is actually using the Stooge 3-link trucks. From the video, the Tundra looks super nimble and responsive. Since I have a LaCroix Lone Star Super Sport, I can tell you the Achilles heel of the LaCroix skateboards is that they are too stable and they can't carve really well. They're incredibly good at going a straight line, and they're very good at carving left and right in a very slow manner. That's why so many LaCroix fans love the Prototipo deck for its carvability. Now, because I already have a version of the Meepo's 3-link trucks on the MLR board that I have, I am beyond excited to try that for the Tundra, because this is going to make this slow-moving surfboard into a very nimble and agile platform. I'm super excited about this format, and personally I'm super excited about this format because this type of LaCroix looking surfboard electric skateboard has always been slow and steady. But then if they add the 3-link trucks to it, it's going to be super nimble. So my question now is that, is this going to be an off-road electric skateboard, or is it going to be like an MLR contender where it's really good at racing, right? So which one is it? I don't know. I'm going to need to test it. Oh, the other thing is that the 3-link trucks that you see here is different from the 3-link trucks on the MLR. It's very similar, but it's a little different because the MLR's platform is flat. The end of the board is flat, whereas this one looks like an angle. So from the angle, I can actually see the base plate is actually at a 45 degrees. So they need to change the anatomy of the 3-link trucks to fit this new base plate angle, and I wonder how much is this going to impact the performance. And unlike the Meepo MLR, which is a stiff deck, this is going to be a flexible deck. As you can see in the light coming through the middle of the compartments, of the battery compartments, that means the battery pack is divided into segments, so that means the board should be flexible. And when it's flexible, you get that snapback feeling when you are carving, so it's going to be a great carver, I feel like. Another interesting thing is that this is using the Limb Power gear drive, which is one of the best gear drives in the industry. I own 4 electric skateboards with this gear drive already, and they have 0 problems, and they're just very super reliable, and I'm glad Meepo is using them. And I do see some zip ties on this board. It's fine, it's a prototype. And lastly, I see that they're using Meepo Cyclone wheels with the newbie 200 by 70. They say in the video is 200 by 70 millimeter mountain board tires from newbie eSkate. These tires look very beefy and look very grippy. Now at the very end of the video, it's very confusing, right? This board looks kind of confusing, super interesting, because they're using a flexible deck on a raceboard that needs stability because it's using a 3-link truck. The 3-link trucks isn't known to be the most stable, it's super agile, right? But then they put these wide mountain board tires meant for extreme off-roading onto this electric skateboard. So I feel like it's a little bit all over the place, a little bit Frankenstein, and I feel like it's taking so long because they're just trying out different ideas on what this board should be, and they have to kind of put out a video now to tell everyone about the progress about this prototype, now that Onboard has put out essentially a clone of the Lone Star Super Sport with their Prometheus series of electric skateboards, which I also do have one, and there's a review about that coming up soon too. And then Limb Power is also making their own version of the LaCroix electric skateboards that looks just like it too, right? So I think Meepo is reacting to Onboard releasing a video, releasing their skateboard. They're basically telling the world, hey, pre-order this, we have something very similar that's ready too. And you can kind of tell they filmed this in front of the factory. They just had someone, probably like an employee who knows about this board, and was trying to demonstrate this. Either way, I am kind of super excited about this board because it looks just so different from anything else I've seen. Yeah, and let me know what your thoughts are. So let's see if Meepo will send me a review unit or not, and so I can compare this head to head against my LaCroix Lone Star Super Sport that's already 3 years old by now, and it's still kind of king of everything. Alright, I'll see you guys later. Bye.